Andy. First time in over a year and a half on the mound facing major league hitters. How'd you feel out there?
I felt good. I did. I was, I mean, didn't really know what to expect. I envisioned kind of what I wanted to feel like out there. And I'll tell you, it came back really quick. I mean, it was exactly like I thought it was going to be. Maybe the first batter, I was a little nervous, just the anxiety, I guess. But just it felt great. It felt like I never left. It really did. Frustrating, obviously. I'm disappointed in getting a loss here. The guys give me a chance to get right back in the game and get me a run, and then I go back out and give up a 2-run homer, and you just can't do that. And, I got a little careless. I got a little careless with a few pitches, and they cost me. And you can't do that, and it's a real quick learning lesson and a wake-up call for me, that's for sure.
Joe had mentioned prior to the game that he was hoping the emotions of the day didn't get the best of you, that you didn't overthrow in that first inning. Was that a concern of yours coming into today, and what led to your success for that first four? Because you really seemed to be moving.
It was, and especially, that was a concern, and then just the 2 extra days of rest was a concern. Just because, when you feel strong, you might overthrow or whatever. But like I settled in so well. I wasn't able to do some of the things to the right-handed hitters that I've got to be able to do to be successful, and that's locate my four-seamer into them, left the balls over the plate. If y'all have followed and listened to some of maybe what I had been doing in the minor league starts, I'd been having trouble doing that, is getting the ball into right-handed hitters. And my last game, that was the one thing that I took away from the last game. Everything was terrible, except I was able to locate some balls in AAA. So I thought that was there. And when I'm not able to do that, my cutter is not as effective. And so I wasn't able to get any swings on my cutter today. That's all. That's what you have to do, to be a good pitcher, is to realize that and then get away from it. And in the one inning, I felt like that I gave up those 2 runs. I kind of got away from a little bit and didn't pitch, what I would say is my game and what I should have done, a little more off-speed stuff maybe. So that's all stuff, the adjustments during the game that I'm going to have to feel for, get a good feel for it back. And, but disappointing that I wasn't able to hold them at 2 runs, because I felt like I had command enough of everything, to be able to do that today.
Joe, all the way to your right, Andy.
Andy, now that you've got your first start out of the way, how important is it to get back into the routine and on that every 5 days, rest? Yeah,
I mean that'll be important. I think that'll help for sure. Maybe with just the command that I need. The command was a little off. Obviously, I can't walk the guys early. Like I did. I feel like I should have been better. Should be better than that. But that'll help. That's going to help for sure. And as I continue to go, if it's like it is, every other year, as I continue to go, I feel like I get stronger. I'll get stronger over the next couple of months, and obviously that'll be any velocity you can add to your fastball. That's going to help a little bit, because you don't feel like you have to be quite as perfect. It's not extremely important to me, but you would love to feel like you'll get stronger, and hopefully I'll continue to do that.
Eric in the front.
Andy, when we talked to you back in spring after you had your first bullpen, you said the biggest thing for you was going to be strength in the lower half. Mm-hmm. How is that? Does that feel the way you want it to feel, expect it to feel, need it to feel?
Yes, it was good. I felt good. I did get a little tired. I got a little tired there going out there for the 7th. I had to work hard. I believe it was in the 6th inning that I gave up that 2-run homer and had to get out of that. But everything's feeling good. I thank God He's kept me healthy to be able to get back here, and hoping that I'll continue to stay healthy and be able to progress the way I want to, and to get to where I want to be.
Rachel and go ahead.
Andy, you said a few months ago when you decided to come back, you said, I don't want to be sitting around 10 years from now and think about what might have been. When you walked out there today, is the thing you came back for, was it there for you, and how did it feel?
Well, I mean, you know, it feels good to be back out there. It feels good to be back out there competing. You know, like I've said, when I spoke with Cash and in December and we started talking about this, you know, we started talking about trying to help this organization come back and try to get to a World Series. You know, and for me, the success of if you know, I feel like I'll be able to say if this was a success or not in October. You know, that's what this was, you know, for me, hopefully all about, to be able to help just not only the guys on the team, but the guys in the starting rotation, take a little pressure off of guys, and you know, I'm loving being back. I'm loving being back around the guys. My family's loving me being back, you know, and it's just a good situation. So, you know, like I said, it wasn't as emotional as I thought it was going to be. It really wasn't. I don't know if I've just been preparing for this and kind of knowing what it was going to be like, and you know, pitched in, I guess, a lot of big games, you know, and it's just like, I want to say this wasn't quite even like a World Series start as far as, I mean, I guess it shouldn't have been because the pressure is just so great, you know, during those games and stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised that I was able to just get out there and just, you know, even though it was great, I love it. I hate it that we came away with a loss. My first start back here, you know, everybody was excited again, the fans and stuff like that. But it was great just to be able to settle in and be able to relax and just go out and try to pitch.
In the middle, Mr. Bradley.
It didn't look like you threw a lot of off speed. Did you abandon it because it wasn't working for you? And what were the home run pitches?
Yeah, no, you're dead on. You know, you come out of a start and you try to think, okay, what could I have done? You know, what could I have done a little differently? And that's where I don't want to be. You don't want to come away with a loss and feel like, oh, I should have done this or that. And I didn't. I feel like I could have probably went a little bit softer in that inning when I got into some trouble. And I just didn't. It was all there. Other than my cutter, you know, I was throwing my cutter down and in, and I couldn't get anybody really to swing over it as far as their righties. But that's why you still have a curveball. You still got the changeup you could go to. And actually, Russell wanted to go to him a few times, and I shook off. And you know, so don't know why, but wish I would have pitched a little bit differently in that one inning. The home run was a cutter, and just a bad mindset, you know. Just the cutter's supposed to be a ball I'm trying to expand the zone with, and I wasn't getting anyone to swing at it, and we were doing just fine with that because I was moving the ball around the plate, and I tried to throw one in the zone there. And that's a bad idea, especially to Smoke right there, because that's kind of his nitro zone, and just a horrible pitch. And then I just got careless to Wells. I can't say that I didn't mean to do that. I got real aggressive on the outside corner. I thought that I could strike him out, you know, looking right there, and he ran into it. I got a ball that was up. I can't say that I was trying to go paint down and away. I thought that I might be able to freeze him out there with a fastball, but I think it probably came back to the plate just a little bit too much. I hadn't seen the replay, but just a couple of mental mistakes that I shouldn't have made, and they cost you the ball game.